this right now. Man, it's so exhausting nowadays to keep up with all the information that we're getting at every single minute of the day. All the flashing pictures, the disturbing news, the fast-paced content. It can be so mentally draining to keep up with everything. Also just everyday life, commuting to work, commuting back to work, the work itself. Just everything is sometimes too much, and I completely understand that. We are being fed so much information as never before, so it is completely understandable to feel overwhelmed, to yearn for a break, for quiet, for de-stressing, for relaxation. So I am here to help you with that. I will keep that brain of yours busy with just one thing, forest floor, hearing the birds, breathing in the nice forest air. Sometimes there's sun shining directly into your face. You continue walking. You see fallen logs to your right. Apparently, some of the forest was cut down, and that is okay. Forestation is a really important part of keeping the forest healthy. You see the logs and decide to also touch those. You go to the logs and put your hand on the one closest to you. You feel the bark, the very uneven texture. The wood looks good and healthy. You press onto the logs ever so gently to feel the forest, to feel what wood is able to do for us. Provide furniture, warmth, shadow. Trees are so very important, and you are amidst a ton of them. And they, together with all the animals and other plants, create this extremely relaxing and healthy environment that you're in right now. You strike over the wood one more time. Touch it ever so gently. And decide to head back on the road and walk ahead. You're walking straight, just enjoying your nice forest walk. You feel the floor again. Sometimes there's some tree roots. There's some tree roots that you feel under your feet. You gotta be careful not to trip. You're careful not tripping over them. And walk ahead. You walk ahead. And then you suddenly feel like you're hearing water. Like some water splashing. You decide to walk a bit faster. You pick up your pace. I walk a bit faster, no rush. Just excitement for what's ahead. And then you notice that the forest gets less dense. You see more light ahead. So you decide to go even a bit faster, just a tiny bit. Suddenly it's extremely bright and you have to close your eyes a little bit. You continue to walk, squinting your eyes. And next, when you open them and they've adjusted to the light, you see a sweet little forest lake in front of you. Not big at all. It's more like a pond than a lake. To your right, you see what made the little splashing noise. You see a few ducks with two little ducklings just playing around. To your left, you were interrupted by the frog you heard before. And also to your left, you see a log laying just on the side of the pond. You decide to sit down. You sit down at the pond and you take your shoes off because the opportunity is just too perfect. You take your shoes off and your socks, put your pants up a little bit, and put your feet into the nice cooling water of the pond. Everything feels perfect now. Your feet are nice and cool. relaxed as you can get. Your hands are relaxed, your feet are relaxed, your jaw unclenched, your eyebrows relaxed. You're just taking in everything that nature has to offer, going back to the roots, what we as humans enjoy the most. Just nature in its purest form. You feel the sun and a slight breeze coming from your right. You feel the breeze in your hair. And you decide, you know what? I'm gonna lay down. You get off the log, take off your jacket, put the jacket on the ground. Nice dry little spot. You lay down on your jacket, intertwine your fingers, your feet. You let them be a little wet, they'll dry in no time. You close your eyes, feel the sun in your face and on your hands, and you just let yourself fall asleep. You're just falling asleep. You sometimes hear some water sounds, here and there some bird chirping. Sometimes you're unsure if it was the frog jumping into the water or the ducklings making the little noises. But you don't care. You know you're safe and sound. You know you can take a nap here, and you'll feel as rested as never before. You feel completely relaxed. Your brain is empty. No other thoughts. Just the nature around you. Nothing else. You drift away into a nice slumber. Everything is okay